Check, check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Always get that 8-second delay. Monitor check, monitor check. 1 2 1 2. Portfolio check. Dang. This music's got a vibe that Wednesday Addams would appreciate. I'm just wrapping up, getting the setup set up.
Launch sequence activated.
Since it's just me by my lonesome, let's have a little fun for when Bitcoin blasts off. Javid's in the house. Welcome, Javid. Good to see you. Bitcoin, not just for breakfast anymore. Crypto bubbles, man. Javid's in the house. My one person who watches my videos. Glad to have you here, man. Well, the day looks green. Not been in the charts too much today, so. But it is Friday. And we get the typical weekend action here, usually. Here I am on the 15-minute. Yeah, I'm usually preach against following short time frames, but it has been so boring. I find myself on them quite a bit. Well, good things with Bitcoin is that we got this double bottom scenario going there, and on the very, very small time frames, there was an inverted head and shoulders. How small was that? Was it on the 15? I think I actually saw it on the 1 minute, but that's a good sign. And then it started looking doubtful, but you know, head and shoulders pattern, when they're right, you know, that we got this right shoulder that is lower than this left shoulder, and that's your best setup for them. That's really what you're looking for. Looks like it's doing good, but then it comes back for kind of a retest here, and it goes below the neckline, right? Comes down below, and then we took off. Well, this is typical, you know, how they play out a lot of time. Well, also remember that total 2 is also in the same shape, right? On a much bigger picture. And I'm hoping. I'm not liking this though. I don't like that. Looks like a bearish retest, man, for total 2. Watch me when I zoom out here. Yeah, there we are. So this is our altcoins. So hoping maybe we'll see the same price action. It's just going to take a lot longer, in a bigger time frame. And you know, altcoins take off a little bit. I just don't like that. I'm making myself dizzy with these charts here. Let's blow that up. So let me mess with the trend line here. Oh, that works. That does work. Now, is it more of a channel? Not really, don't have enough touches there, right? Well, that could be a positive sign. Yeah, gosh, it's hopium to think that this might be a double bottom, because this bottom is lower than the other one. And for your best double bottoms, you know, it needs to be, you know, it should be higher. It doesn't have to be higher. They can play out like this too. I notice in a lot of harmonic patterns, which I am not an expert in at all, but they focus mostly on W and M patterns, top and bottom patterns, and some of theirs, I can't remember which pattern it is, but you know, I've seen them where the other bottom was lower and you know, it would do good. So I don't know if that applies here or not. I was really wanting to get into harmonic patterns because I thought they looked cool. Another thing to add to my repertoire, but it's different from pattern trading. I mean, you got measured moves in pattern trading. You know, you got something to go by. With harmonic trading and even Elliott Wave, in my opinion, to some extent, they're just, you know, it seems like they're more watching than actually talking about where to get in and where to take profits and things like that for trades. It doesn't click with me as much. It doesn't give me anything as solid to go with. But while I was explaining that, there's a measured move. That would be hopeful. bring about, what is that, 70 billion into the market? That would be cool. But hopefully, maybe we'll get a break from this falling wedge. But that's I've got the other trend line here, and this is just a bearish retest of it, meaning that it should come down. Just check the weekly indicator. Well, weekly, it's got some hope. So maybe we'll get a bump up, and then they'll take us through this red cloud. But man, that's in June, which is right around the corner. But that second week of June, maybe. Just guesstimating. It says Dixie looks bullish to me and got me a little worried. Yeah, we do need to look at the Dixie. It is bullish. Yeah, double bottom there. Technically, there's all kinds of colors on here to work with, but it's like I can't find what I'm satisfied with that stands out, because everything else has got colors too, moving averages and all that, and it kind of gets blended in. But yeah, that dollar looks bullish as all get out. Oh, money flow. Money flow's coming up. So any pullbacks will be slight for the dollar. Yeah, that could hamper us. And there's a little bit of green right there. Just barely see it peeking in after it busts up like that through the red cloud. Yeah, that's bullish. Lots of bullish signs for the dollar. Bitcoin dominance. No, we're still in the megaphone pattern. Okay. This thing's holding pretty well, but man, we are right there in that cloud, and I can't get a good read on it. This right here kind of indicates that it could be a fast move up, but it could just turn red and kind of do like that same thing. It's not a good place to get a good read on the cloud. But usually when you're in the cloud, it's technically Ichimoku standards. It's no man's land. You're not supposed to do anything, buy or sell, when you're inside the cloud, because it's kind of like neutral territory. But I kind of read the cloud. I mean, yeah, I do. I read the cloud a little bit different. But I do rely on the moving averages. Those look a little bit bearish right there, which should be good. Even the cloud, being in the green cloud coming to the bottom, that should be good. If we're Bitcoin dominance, if Bitcoin can go sideways, this should help our altcoins. But with total 2 being kind of, it's got hope. Maybe that's what will happen. Maybe that's how it'll play out. That bumps up and Bitcoin dominance comes down. But still, the dollar, it's going to affect things. But this weekend, same as always, I think. I'm just kind of boring and sideways. But coming to the daily, looking... Market cipher looks kind of bullish for today for Bitcoin. Stochastics are starting to head back up. Money flow is coming up. That's the big thing to look at right there. Money flow coming up. Bitcoin's looking bullish. So we got a bullish dollar. We got bullish Bitcoin. I'm telling you, man, when I backtest that idea, when they both get bullish, it doesn't usually end well for Bitcoin. I mean, it can go for a while, but it seems like we get a nice drop after a few days after they start going together, really. I don't know if that will be the same thing that we play out now, but I've seen it happen so many times that I want to keep my eye on it. But now Bitcoin has bounced back into a pattern, and that's technically bullish and making the double bottom there. It would be nice to have a little pump this weekend out of Bitcoin, and I'd really like to see it out of the altcoins. I need some liquidity. But one thing I do see here on Bitcoin on the 4 hour, we got price going up, but volume is coming down. 4 hours looking a little bearish to me, so it'll be kind of interesting. But they've been playing with a lot of emotions in the market, man. With their little fake outs and stuff when Jerome Powell speaks or the Fed speaks or something. It's to the point where I don't even want to keep up with it as much, because those days are always going to play that where they're going. I had it marked off in the range too. They just like to do some crazy things with that. I was watching the range that they had when they did the first, a couple weeks ago. I think the last one came out with minutes, just talking about what they talked about before, repeating it basically. It was this move right here that was wiping everybody out, I think. And I was watching that range, and that range, that's got some key points there. We're above that now. Now 36 minute looks kind of bullish. Hey, look, at 36 minute looks actually really good for a good pump coming out of Bitcoin. We can just get past that 21 right there. But I don't see why we couldn't. Going to take a look at ACH. Actually, before I do that, someone had requested that I take a look at a coin, and I have been so wrapped up in the video for Tangem that I did this week that man, I haven't done any other videos other than ORAI. So I'm gonna take a look at, see if I can find this one. Razor. I'm not even sure where to find this. Get out MexC. I should have known MexC would have it. So my original plan was actually to do a video on this, but I just have not gotten around to doing it. I don't want to leave anybody hanging that was asking me about something. And let's see what we got on the daily. That looks interesting. Looks like a triple bottom. Or, you know, some people would also see this as a head and shoulders. About the same. Very similar. Head and shoulders just need to worry about the neckline. Looks a nice rounded head and shoulders. That's why I'm more looking at the triple. It's measure move comes out to be about the same, I believe. Measure move would come up to 0.018 in that area, 183, I believe. And this, I'm on the weekly chart, so this is a ways away. There's a few decent signs here, with stochastics being down and VWAP coming up. However, you know, money flow is starting to tilt down there, so I don't think it's through playing out its double bottoms or its triple bottom scenario. We can mark that, and it's basically what I see going on with this. It's got a good setup to pop through that Ichimoku cloud, but I mean, this is going to be, you know, a couple months just to come back up here to the top. What does that look like? Well, that's 137%. That's nothing to scoff at right there. That's not bad. So maybe one to definitely put on the radar here. I was looking at it earlier on CoinMarketCap, and I think it's got a billion coins, which I like that. That would be 277% there. 1 billion coins, half a billion in circulation. Razor Network. It's at half a penny. And I know nothing about it. Oh, let's see what chains. What chains are we on here? BNB, Polygon, and Ethereum. Okay. I bet it says AI coins are looking good. Yeah, they are. And AI narratives in the traditional markets right now. man, that should definitely spill over to our space. And ORAI chain has been, I mean, it's got a pullback right now, but that's one of my picks. I'm trying to accumulate that in AGIX. So Razor Network, I just pulled up the website here. Truly decentralized Oracle. Okay, Oracle Network for decentralized what? Insurance, synthetic assets. You got to catch this. Stable coins. That's annoying. Identity. Okay, we get the picture here. I don't really need your cookies. If you're gonna give me cookies, at least give me some milk. How rude. Razor Network is live on Scale. Oh man, that hurt my eyes. I would read that, but no, I'm in a dark room, not doing it. In the end, yeah, we read that. Automated fetching of the data. Okay, so an Oracle. Okay, yeah, okay. I say that because my experiences with Oracle is a chain link and it's a snail. It's got a lot of partners though. XDC, I gotta keep my eye on this one. That one's popping on my radar for some reason. I think I'm subliminally seeing it thrown around a lot. I ought to keep, oh, defend, right? That one's been doing pretty good. Conflux. Oh, now Injective. Huh, and persistence. Alchemy. I'm liking some of their partners in the areas that they're in. Okay, I'm gonna have to dive in on that one a little bit deeper. But I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the subscriber that asked for this. I'll have to look at it, and I may still do a video on this. I may do a little bit more of a deep dive on it. But that's what I'm looking for. Maybe a triple bottom scenario right there, or inverted head and shoulders, however you want to look at it. And it may range, it may still range in here for a little while. I mean, it's going to be a slow play, and it's got some bearish signs here on the weekly. Let me show you this. And so it's coming down. Just letting you know that now. It's going to be coming down a little bit. Probably down to 0.0046, 0.0045, whatever. A little bit less than half a penny. It's about 1/6 of a penny now, basically. But it's got some good profit potential, up to 200%. So. Here's what I got on Razor at the moment. Check out ACH real quick. Let me run through these a little bit quicker though. Okay, KuCoin, where are you at? This is just where I do most of my charting. So my bigger account is over at KuCoin, although I'm really starting to like MexC, especially their mobile app, man. ACH weekly is this not horrible. Okay. 3 days looking a little bit more promising. 5 days. Where's my daily? No, I think they were asking. I think someone's asking my opinion on something, so this is what I came up with on a bigger time scale. Sometimes if you're on a smaller time scale, you know, trying to figure out what things are going to do, well, zoom out. It gives you a clearer picture of what's going on. Whether something's a bull flag or whatever. So it's got, what trend line is that? It's working, but I don't see it on this time scale. Must be on a very small time scale. I must be looking at a bump and run type pattern. That's what I was looking at there. But it's kind of like where, what we just look at, Bitcoin dominance or something, right? Same formation there, just right in the middle. Ooh. Just keeping us on the edge. 1 hour's looking pretty decent on it. This weekend it's probably... Oh, it's going to do a lot of sideways this weekend, so nothing new, doesn't look like. Right above the 9, that's good on the 4 hour, right below the 50, and the 21 is trying to at least come down and touch one of those, if not cross it. It'll be aiming probably for the 9 after it gets through the 50 there. So sideways, and maybe and maybe come down a little bit. I mean, I'm not talking like 0.026 somewhere in that area, but I mean, it's got a chance. When we get the cloud where it kind of dilly-dallies here, it's in one color, switches, and then goes back to the other one. Sometimes you can get some really interesting price action there. Sometimes you can see these things just get thrown out in a big upthrust there. So something just to keep your eyes on there. Right now, just kind of sideways what I'm seeing. Let's check out AGIX. That one's been doing pretty good lately. That was a pleasant, I won't say surprise, but I like that. I like it. And it was in the target zones that I was picking it up at. Ones I suggested people pick it up at. And just because the box is over here doesn't mean that it's not valid. Box is over here so we can see price action. But those were great areas, in my opinion, to pick up AGIX because look, you flip this area of support, right? Or resistance. Flipped it there, played with it there, but flipped it right here on this one, broke down through it, came back up, touched it there. It's a support resistance flip. Or a level that we reached. So we can keep that level as a low now. And you know, trading levels is not a bad strategy, especially for someone that's just starting. I don't talk about it that much, but just going those levels, level by level, straight line across and finding where they make the most touches. Those make good target points for anybody that's just kind of new to this. Just saying, keep it simple. The more complex you make this, the harder it is to see that stuff play out. But AGIX is still looking bullish there, above the 200 on the 4 hour. That is a go sign. 9 is crossing that bullish. We're out to get another pump out of AGIX. So yeah, I gotta agree with you. AI coins, if they're like AGIX, this one's showing some signs that it wants to rock on the 4 hour and the daily. So I've got some of this on my margin. I got a cross margin account that I play like a low leverage spot portfolio. I hear a lot of people talking bad about cross margin. I don't think it's a bad thing. It depends on how you play it. But I did have one fatal lesson, and that's where I learned the biggest one is you watch that risk percentage. You keep that sucker right around the high 50s, low 60s. Oh, you can play that. You can play that cross margin. But ever since I've figured out that little trick, it's been no problem. And I've got some, I think, on isolated margin too, because I just had some sitting in spot, and I thought, well, you know, it's taking a dip, and you know it's going to make a comeback. Let's leverage this little baby up a little bit. So I do like AGIX. We do have a target at 34.5 cents and 37 cents. I got two targets there. There may be a measured move, although that should be in blue. But I do have higher targets here. Yeah, might as well not even have that window open. And it looks like a go. I think we'd easily reach around 33 cents. That's the next level of resistance here. And target right there. ORAI chain, that's another one that I've been accumulating slowly. I've never had it freeze up like that before. Ooh, baby, yeah. That was the bargain area, if we ever get back there. So we're looking at a chance of doing a retest on this falling wedge. That's the hope for accumulating it. And 2 hour says we're coming down for a little bit. 4 hour says we're coming down for a little bit of retest too. This is bullish. 100 crossing the 200 there. And this is the 618, and that's where I think that we could come back for a retest. 318. However, it might be some like some other coins when they get started. It may not make it down that low. It may only be to 350. It got very bullish over here. Didn't quite make it down as low, so it could repeat that again. But I think I got some little orders stacked in. I mean, tiny ones. I'm just accumulating this as I go and putting it over to stake and play with DeFi. Take a look at LPT. I like that one too. KuCoin. Wish it'd let me have more than. I don't think I can pick more than 2 exchanges, can I? Or 1 exchange, can I? I hold shift, will it let me do it? It just immediately goes to KuCoin. You would think it'd let me do more than 1. So AI against Tether here. Ooh, it's those symmetrical triangles. I don't know why people get so bullish on them suckers, man. I'm telling you, even when they look bullish, this is what they do. They do the rabbit run. I've never met a symmetrical triangle that I like. And I'm not a shapist. I'm really not. It's just what they do, man. Ooh. So there's confluence on those angles there. Just put everything back the way it was there. So, fetch at a low. Wow. That one was looking so promising. Look at that. The negative 0.27. Love that little trick. So that's a good sign that this could be the bottom area. I mean, this is the other area to look for when things go really south, but you know, every little bit that we get, every little bit of data, we just write down on a piece of paper and we just weigh the right side against the left side, which has got more bullish, which has got more bearish. That's just kind of how we lean. Go with the probabilities. I like it. It's above the 50 on the 8 hour. I'm on the 8 hour. 4 hour looks good. Let's check out this daily here. Daily, yeah. Here's where we got a. It's not bad. It's not bad. We are above the 9 on the Fibonacci candles. Testing the 21. We just got to get above that. It may struggle here. It may even come back down and retest some of these lower areas. 23.20. Yeah. It may drop another penny or something why it does that, but then it will target the 50. Lines up with this other Fibonacci area. Working toward that big cloud over here. Couple weeks to make it over to this area. Looks good. It is kind of a double bottom there. We see these and probably come down the smaller time frame and see it a little bit better, but it is making a kind of a falling wedge or a falling channel shape there. So I'll look at that when things are bottoming out too, to give me a clue. They could break to the upside. So that matches. It'd probably fit better on the 4 hour. Ooh, that's a lot better. Those angles are a little bit more in line, but I do like to go with the candle tops. and line it up with candle body there and a wick there. That seems valid to me. So maybe bring this one down to the wick. And wick to wick, those angles line up just a little bit better. But along the lines of that on the 4 hours looking kind of promising. So 8 hour looked pretty good. I think the daily looked all right. I mean, what I'm seeing on the 4 hours tell me that our daily can play out. So it looks like this area is a good buy area for LPT, in my opinion. This is also available on the Osmosis DEX on the Cosmos chain. Sometimes I snag it over there. And if you go to Osmosis Frontier, it's kind of like a different DEX, same DEX but different. If that makes any sense. There's some other assets over there that are not available on Osmosis. I think it's supposed to be a little bit of a riskier version of it. They call it the Wild West, but it's pretty cool. So I get ORAI chain over there too sometimes. I'm trying to where's my little tool, man? I'm trying to change the color on this thing. There you are. Okay, bargain area is purple, I guess. But do the double bottom scenario. We look, it's got a lower double bottom. Like I said, it's possible. I like to see it up higher. But like I said, there are harmonic patterns that do this all the time. So doesn't mean it's going to take off to the moon. They may be one of those bottom patterns where it goes up so far and then comes back down. But I do like to see a double bottom, the right side higher than the left. They just play out better. I mean, think about it. You made a lower low here. You got to make a lower high. So technically, it's still in a downtrend because of our lower lows and lower highs. But we're aiming, at least for this area right here, at 28, and then see if we can break above that. That's at the 200 moving average, and it looks like we're going to do that. So we'll probably see that this weekend. A little bump out of LPT from where it is now. I like that. Looking good. Check out one of the Chinese coins. Everybody's wondering what that's going to be like when Hong Kong opens up for China. Usually is bullish, and they like to buy big. They don't play around. Man, back in the day, and I think that's part of why I'm a night owl, man. That was the funnest time to trade when Asia opened up, man. That's when things would start popping off. And I'd be up to way hours of the night, it's trading against China again. So, Conflux, man. It's kind of in these weird situations here. A little bit of parabolic rise and a rising channel broke to the downside, bearish retest, although overall this is bullish or bearish to me. For a retest and then come down and probably range out. That's usually what I see happens from that. And it can come back up even to a higher spot, just not above here, maybe up to around 40 cents before coming back and just kind of ranging out for a while. And let's see, July is over here, so it's got time to do that. Not saying it has to. I mean, hey, there's my indicators. Price can do whatever it wants, but it is above the 200 here, though. That's good. But, it's got a lot of sell pressure up here. A lot of things, obstacles up here to get past. You got three of these moving averages right on top of the price, man, and that usually drives things down a little bit. So I say sideways with the possibility coming up to 40 and maybe retesting these areas, maybe as low as 24 again over this, next 3 or 4 weeks. And since it's also in a falling wedge, on a a smaller scale, this line comes that's right in line with how this pattern plays out, doing a retest. And it can go up from there once you break structure like that. If it does get bullish, that's usually what I see play out. A lot of times, and these sideways things will kind of just slowly start getting more bullish there. Just always under this trend line for a while though. So just some ideas to watch out for conflicts right there. Strager's in the house. Strager! Waiting for that next numbers protocol to break out. Hey, you had a good call on that, right? Did you play that? That thing popped, didn't it? I think we already looked at the pop. Last stream, I think, yeah. I think it had just popped up there. Okay, got to jog my memory here. Still hot. Coming back to a retest at, what is that, 786, I believe. Yeah. So that's a good area for it to catch. It's at the 50 moving average. Looks good for a pump again, really. Looks good for bottoming out, getting ready for a pump. I'll put it that way. It's not ready to just rock it right now. So that 9 crossing at 21, that's kind of bearish. Kind of keep us above this 50 for a little bit. Looking here at this, though, you gotta see that 100 get a little bit more bullish there, man. I gotta see that cross. Otherwise, they're just going to ride side by side, and you'll see sideways action out of this thing. So let's jump to the... there we go. Zoom out, baby. That's where you'll find most of your answers. There's our bearish pressure coming in on the daily. All right, so numbers. But everything, it's not bad. So most likely coming back down to this 50, about 40 cents. But really, since we lost the 9, so these moving averages, man, I've got them in order, like 9, and it'll work for whatever numbers you got. But got them in order. It's kind of like when you braid ropes or something. You have to unbraid them the same way, right? So we got the 9. It's even for that 21. It's going for its partner right there. It's going to shoot for that 21, which is right at the 200. So about 37 cents is about as far as I see it's coming down. I think we'll definitely get some traction in that area. But it is, it's got a chance to find some support here, maybe for the weekend, maybe temporarily. Might get a bump up here to retest these areas at 52. For short-term trade or scalp or something, leverage play. But I'm watching that. That's what I keep an eye on, is these two right there. Gotta see something a little bit more bullish out of that 100 for a big move to happen. But looking at it from a trendline perspective, we've broken structure. So there's part of your bear scenario or argument for coming to the downside a little bit. So the 4 hour says it could, most likely come down to the 200, especially at least it's the 50 in the 786 area. But this could be good support, at least for a little while. But no signs of this happening again. And sad thing, but when you see the coins get a pump out of there, it's hard to want to sell and take those profits, man. It's hard to hit that sell button. Because the number can still go up, and it comes back down, and you think, we can do it again. But in reality, man, it takes a good distance of time before we start seeing these, another scenario like that play out. It goes through a long, drawn-out accumulation a lot of times. And we may see that out of this one, too. But that's a strong pump. It's only once. It can do it again, but... Bitcoin is not up yet. It was looking bullish last time we were looking at it. On the smaller time frame. Yeah, we're looking at this double bottom scenario, and it had a inverted head and shoulders there on the, I think the 15 minute. and broke back into the. So to me, I'm seeing some bullish signs. Most notably here on the 4-hour, this 21 getting ready to cross that, or the 9 getting ready to cross that 21. That's a good setup to get past this 50. Now this weekend's going to be boring. May not make it past 26.9, or they may come up to this range. There is low liquidity, so for the people with money, they could move the price a lot easier. So they could do things like that. But falling volume here as overall price is coming up, even though it's right here where it's actually falling the most, it is kind of level. I just think Bitcoin's going to be boring this weekend, like it usually is on most weekends. And then we got the holidays, so the main market's not going to open back up until Tuesday. So I'm sure come Sunday and Monday, you'll probably see some interesting price action out of Bitcoin and some of these, as some of the whales kind of play around and some of the market makers take advantage of some things. There might be some whipsaw action there. It could get interesting with low liquidity. See what's happening on KuCoin here. Metaverse is an area that we should look at. Where'd all my... There they are, Metaverse coins. OVR, that one was booming. Looks like it may be forming a double top there. Check out the daily, looks strong. Here is the big bullish sign that I'm seeing for OVR. It's above the 200. So what's that, at 35 cents? Man, that would be a great area to come back for retest. I don't think it'll do that at all. 50 crosses the 200. That's your definite buy signal on the daily. It's actually looking really bullish, but it's got to get a pullback, man. Maybe to 55 cents there. See how our market structure is holding up here. I remember you were annoying the crap out of me, man, and I ignored you. Who's the dumbass now? Me, because I don't think I bought you when I should have. Still above the trend line there, and that's a good sign. Man, that's bullish on the 4-hour. It's above the 9. Money flows in here. It's coming for a pullback, though. It's got to have a healthy pullback. OVR is definitely looking bullish. So Metaverse coins, maybe something to watch. Don't know what this one is. That neat. Nope. Alluvium. It's kind of looking for a rounded shape here, but I think it's going to go with a much bigger shape. So it broke that. I could do this, but I just don't like to do that. I guess we're going to do it that way. So that guy still in this pattern. Now these things usually, falling wedge usually breaks out to the upside when it gets about 75% of the way in of the pattern. Like if you were to draw it all the way out to the end, and then divide it up in the quarters or whatever, so half. That'd be about half right there at that peak, wouldn't it? It's close to the breakout point for that falling wedge. I thought it was already past it, but it surprisingly is not. It's just almost perfect at a spot to break out. There's a few little bullish signs there on the Alluvium. May see a breakup from that. That'd be nice. After it took us for a ride to go back down. At least up to 200 there on the daily, about $56. That lost a lot. Yeah. Blimp is a goner. What's up with that? BOSON protocol. I haven't looked at that one in a while. Okay, double bottoming out looks like. Or a bottom. It's kind of a slow mover. That kind of lines up pretty nice. That does too. That lines up actually better. To adjust that now. Oh, are you telling us we can go down more? Got a little divergence playing out there on the waves. Moving averages are still kind of bearish though for BOSON. But it is at a pretty good, it's at a pretty good area to start snagging it up. 16 down to 15 cents in this area. I like that. Need to do an update on this video, or an update video on this coin. So it'll take it a while. What does the weekly look like? And that's kind of what we're looking at. We were talking about something like this earlier. When we have these drops, I like to look at the overall pattern, so you can kind of a falling wedge on those. It's usually a bullish sign that we kind of bottom out. So rounding bottoms and maybe a falling wedge on a big drop like that. Some cool things to look at, but it's still got some. It's still got some fight. It's still got some battles it's got to fight too before we get a breakout. And Aptos has been dipping too. Is it at good buy levels yet? What's it about $8 now? $8.13. Ooh. Okay. Well, I thought that was my 50 moving average for a minute. It's like, oh man. That would be a drop. So not enough to have a 50 on there. Oh, that looks bearish for the indicators. The moving averages do. Yeah, I've not been back into this guy since over here. I did have a nice little bag of that, but I sold way too early, man. I sold a lot when expecting them to dump in February when they're unleashing their tokens. So I sold about half my bag way too early there. Probably about, I don't know, $4 or $5 somewhere. I don't know. And of course, then it pumped and made me look like an idiot. But I did sell, I just layered out all the way up to 20 with the other part of my bag. And then I think I've got some of it on their wallet, just kind of, if they have DeFi or something or whatever they got going on over there. I've got it working over there somehow. I have not played with it at all, messed with it, but it's not a big sum. Aptos just has, and Swede both, they just got too many coins. I'm not comfortable with that. That's when we get too many coins like that. That's where we get those turtle speeds, like Cardano and XRP. They go into turtle mode a lot. And Shiba, even with all the burning, Shiba's still in turtle mode. It's at a good support level though. So I mean, $8 is a decent area for it, and I was gonna say that might be as far as it goes, but it's saying that it kind of might want to go lower. It does look like it kind of wants to. Could be bottoming out here. The stochastics are pinned down. The money flow, or not money flow, the VWAP is starting to come up. A little bit of a curve there. I'd watch this one. Maybe hitting the 618. Maybe hit below 7. And there's some support there. Really kind of eyeballing this area. There's also support about 756. Just looking at these weekly candle closes. And a little bit of confluence here in this area, which lines up with that 786. So that's why I'm kind of looking at this one. So possibly just right at $7. That's a decent area to get in. On the following channel, see what we got on the 4 hour. 4 hour looks a little tired. At least stochastics, VWAP, money flow starting to go down a little bit. But it's trying. It's definitely trying. I think it's still got a kind of solidified bottom. That's a nice looking potential double bottom though. There's hope. We got on divergence. There's some bullish divergence there on the 4 hour. Maybe that'll be enough to get us a pump up. Maybe at least come back up here to the neck area, peak area. Right around $9, and that's right around the 200 moving average. That could definitely be into play. That lines up really nice over here too. It's going to be a good little resistance area. But that's not very much. You start looking at this and you start looking at price and you're realizing, oh, that's not that big of a jump. That's just about a 10% move. Here's our little area. It's a little bit more defined in the smaller time frames. 539, 589. Oh, there's where I was buying it. About 3 to 450, I think. Or no, 3 to, oh, not 4. I think I sold it. I think I sold it before this pump. Or most of it. Like a dumbass. Striga says did the same thing. Man, I'm telling you, the token unlocks, those are usually bearish as all get out. A lot of these coins have it. But it wasn't bad there. It did not play out like it normally does. But that's a good thing. A lot of people made some good money there. So what is hot on KuCoin? Yield gains is up. It's a big parabolic kind of structure there. Didn't make a good parabolic bottom, or it didn't make a good rounded bottom. So not a perfect lineup there. Maybe. Gotta pay a little bit more attention to that. And I don't like drawing them that way. I don't like it when I have to mess up the curve for some reason. I just don't trust it after that. It's like, well, I can make that line go anywhere I want. So touches there, confluence, and does look like it's respecting that line pretty well. So are you trying to break up? There's a candle body right there. So this is a daily. We're up 5%. Looks like it's trying to do a double bottom here. Where's that line up with? Right here. Okay. Well, that's a good area to double bottom. Daily doesn't look bad. Daily looks like it's starting to get some legs there. So the 4 hour should start looking pretty decent. Needs to get above that 200. And it looks like it's going to definitely try. So if there's a play this weekend, this might be one to look at. I mean, it's not very much though. But we should be coming back up to these areas. We're probably at 21. At even getting up to these targets over here, 23, 24 cents, 33%. It's nothing to make fun of. That's definitely good gains, but that's a good sign. I like that. It's got a chance to do a breakout and start hitting some higher levels. So the gaming coins and the Metaverse coins definitely might be something to look at there. Wild is one. I'm out of my wild now. I got out of that. I think I sold it when I saw it topping out. But now it's starting to look a little bullish to me. So right there, 31.74. I think it's a good target to try to pick up some wild. And I think with the 21 being down this low, that we can definitely hit that target again. Hey, that low got green. I'm actually going to put an alert on that one. I kind of want to get in on this. I think it's got good potential. Seems like it played out pretty decently the last time too. I would say so. What is that? About $8? Don't know if it'll get that again, but it's forming a nice possible inverted head and shoulders there. Just making it back up to the neckline area. 67%. Make it up to the measured move there, 88 cents. I do kind of like this. Even from where it is now, 153%. I like wild. I don't think I have any. I need it. So definitely looking for an accumulation zone. He's starting to look a little bullish here on the 45-minute, man. You getting ready to pop. I am not ready for you to pop yet, Mr. Wild. You've still broken structure, though, so I got some hope. You're going to topple up or double top here or something for me. Give me that pull back down to 30, 31, 32 cents there. That's what I'm looking for. So seeing that broke market structure there, that helps me have more confidence that I'll see these lower prices anyway. So make a plan for that. Been looking at Sandbox, man. That thing's down at the bottom, which is always a good place to usually pick some up. Or at least that's you kick yourself for not picking it up when it takes off to about $8 in the bull market. Oh gosh. Oh, I was right. It was about $8. Cool. So a little Metaverse play here. What did it fall below? Support resistance area there. Man, you got some more downside sand? Come on, man. You're supposed to be popping here soon. That's a nice sign when I'm seeing your market structure or market cipher. Because that it's not the best example of a trigger wave. But when you see, CryptoFace calls them like he calls it like a gun stock is how he describes it, and this being a trigger, so he calls it a trigger wave. But that, when you see that formation happen, usually a little further apart, and then a smaller move to the down. maybe something more like that. Definitely be a good example, but those suckers play out, man. And when you see him come on screen with a big ass trade, that's usually that was what's put him on there. He saw a good trigger wave. It still looks good here. So you got some bullish divergence, and then you get a little trigger wave. And that looks like a good setup, actually. I just don't like the moving averages over here. Well, no, it's not bad though. The 100's over the 200, so I mean that's good. It's not about to cross, so they're both headed down. All of them are headed down. I don't like that, but they're actually. It's got a chance to at least come up to the 50 here. May get a pop up there. I gotta see something bigger out of sand though. Sit back $8. Oh, check out Sin Token. That one has really grown on me, especially when it pumps. I like it. Oh, and get ready to bottom out. That pump was a nice little pump there. And well, that's not the one I'm talking about, is it? This was the recent pump. I think just the 7 cents. That was definitely a good pump right there. So just kind of, we bottom out, but it's been doing good on the lower time frames. So down here about half a penny and got up to 0.75. So anybody trading from this bottom, that was a good little profit thing. Not for me, because I've got my bags accumulated. That's a 40% move. So I've been buying back into this since it hit 9, 8, and bought more. So I don't know exactly where my average price is, but it wasn't worth it for me to take profit there, because I'm in accumulation mode. I'm planning to hold this one for a while, see how this one does. And there's our bottom. So we are just making another triple bottom. Triple bottom seems to be kind of a theme right now. We tapped that thing 3 times. That's kind of weird for a triple bottom, where it happens that big of a pump and come back down to it. Big old thick Ichimoku cloud just begging for us to jump right into it. But it looks like it. Do you have some more downside in you? You could. So tell me, what you got going on, Sin? 8 hours says. Ooh. That looks dangerous with that 9 curving like that. 4 hour looks good though. 4 hours got some strength right there on that move. Okay, so may see this one pop a little bit over the weekend. Maybe come back up, test this area, but it may do the same thing there. Pulled back to 886 area, 786 area. Yeah, good chance. I mean, technically, could definitely come up higher. Could come up to 8 cents. Just one of my bags there. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. It is midnight. Just wanted to come on here for a quick stream, look at Bitcoin, look at some things. If you got anything you want me to take a look at, I will happily take a look at it real quick. I know I got about a 10-second delay here, so I will just jibber jabber for about another 10 seconds there. Things still looking good on crypto bubbles, man. Quant, I need you to work, man. You just been like a turtle. Turtle. This has been a frustrating bag to work on right here with Quant. Strega says, thanks. Hey, my pleasure, Strega. All right. Well. Oh, well, if anybody's still here or not. But I put out that video on Tangem Wallet. Man, it got over on Twitter. Now, from my Twitter account, it did get very many views, but it got retweeted, and it kind of took off. That's kind of cool. I haven't had that happen before. So, where are you, man? Can't even navigate YouTube. You're such a boomer. Update your browser, man. Oh wow, 852 views. Now for my channel, that's me going viral. So that's huge for this channel. I mean, ORAI, the last video we got 105, and that's pretty good. Live streams usually get about 46. That's better than 20. But the video got, well, it's good this got views, because man, that took a lot. That one took a lot out of me. It was fun though. And I think it also snagged a few more subscribers there. So that's kind of cool. What we got now? Working on 802. Man, the 7s were hard to get through. Those got slowed down around 700. But 802. Trying to get up to 1,000 so that I can apply for this channel to be monetized, so that whatever ads they show, that they throw something my way, offset these camera costs and other crap that I've got. But just part of the ride. Oh, can I look at AVAX big coin unlocks? I remember seeing that too. No, I have been snatching up a little bit of that at these prices though. But I'm hoping a coin unlock. I don't like coin unlocks, man. That don't look good. Dude, what the hell happened to you, buddy? What? That was a decent inverted head and shoulders too. Well, you came right back to there. Are you gonna bottom out here? Is that your game plan? That's not right, man. That's not right. I'm taking this as a failed inverted head and shoulders. That sucks. How would I have missed that? That's what I got to do. I always got to go back and check. Well, you know, a lot of times when they don't play out, there's a reason somewhere. Did I screw up somewhere? I don't see a good neckline, for one thing. That little gap right here. And I think that was eating at me when I was drawing this out. So that's going to be my takeaway on a failed pattern. Identify where it didn't quite match up to the rules. And make a note of that. Drive that home. Because this one didn't work out. Following that one in my mind there. Well, I don't see anything overly bullish at the moment. I mean, it is right here, equal here. So, I mean, it could double bottom. I'm just looking at these moving averages. There's some divergence there, though. A little bit of bullish. It's not showing. It didn't draw its own line, but the wave tables are going up. Prices coming down. Maybe a little hope, but man, I do. Whenever we get below that 200, not a good look. But I mean, it's okay until the blue, the 50 crosses that, and then I would expect some more downside. Right now, it's got a chance to recover, either here or maybe even down to these levels. 11 cents, wow. But I mean, you know, they got big things for this one. I'm not worried overall on it. And if you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, you know, we're at the same bottom prices that we were back in, 2 years ago. So it was a good deal then. I would say it's probably still a good deal now, because last time we were here, Was that a 1200% return? Yeah, not can't sneeze at that. This sucker got up that did, didn't it? $147. Crazy, man. I know I was out of it by then. Did not have any at that price. And just making it up to the 618 area, that's 500% return. That's a 5x, 6x. So it's $67. Sucks about the inverted head and shoulders, but it's obviously not a head and shoulders. So failed pattern. But we are in a falling wedge, and I like the falling wedges. So that's what we got overall at a bottom. Overall, it looks good. How far down it could come? Well, I seriously doubt that we fall below 942. That would be concerning. And that would be an excellent spot to just fill the old bags up. Why are you not drawing my line, man? There you are. And where was this one? So the lowest we've been able to get so far is about 1050. And then we're at our other low, support low. So those are our key levels right there to look at. And especially the one we're at now, it could stick. It could stick here, although the stochastics are down on the 3-day. It could. I'm just looking at the moving averages. It's just like it looks like they have some juice to go lower though. And where's the 200? There should be a 200 up. Yeah. Oh, 200's way up here. I actually like that, really. Being that far away from the 200, I don't think it can't come down too much further. I mean, it can, but I mean, it most likely won't. So a chance to get support there, and maybe, if it drops down to 10, so that's even better. Of course, it sucks to buy here and ride down 28%. That's never fun. What's your $1,000 to go to $750? It sucks. So the general rule is to wait for a confirmed bounce. It's tweezer bottoms right there. Nothing showing the sign that this could be a bottom yet, though. That tweezer bottom's there to show that. But, so you got to watch it kind of carefully on the smaller time frames. And 4 hour looks pretty nice. I like that wick. I like that candle wick right there. This may have been support. It's got bullish divergence there, so it's definitely wanting to come up. That may be a local bottom. I'm not saying that it can't find rejection and come down to retest some of those lower areas we're talking about, but right now it looks poised that it wants to possibly break out. And it is in a following channel here on smaller time frames. Go to 4 hour. I think it looks hopeful. And I think once you get below $15 on AVAX, it's probably a pretty good deal. And didn't GALA have something too? We looked at GALA. I don't know about any news on it, but it seems like it looked pretty good. I think it was double bottom, and so several of the coins we looked at tonight, Metaverse and gaming, seems to be double bottoming there. This is the 4 hour. What were we seeing here? Same chart I was looking at, right? I can't even see what I was looking at. Okay. We were looking at GALA, and I think it had this. Was that the one, the symmetrical triangle? Gosh, man, I forget. So he's at the. Where were we? Weekly just now? I'm looking at stochastics being on the bottom right now. Weekly does not look all that great. Daily was looking maybe a little bit more promising. Let me clear this out. That's what I don't like right there. 50 crossing the 200. Looks like it's coming down. So 2.5, 2.5 cents and just a little over 2 cents. So I've got target sitting there. So looks like we may be in another falling wedge here on the daily. 4 hour. Now 4 hour looks promising. So coming back up to this 200 moving average, 33 cents. Definitely doable over the weekend. But man, I could have sworn we looked at GALA. Somehow it's not ringing a bell with me what I'm seeing though. But in a falling wedge overall, just broke structure here from a symmetrical triangle. So I mean that's kind of that one's played out. And it's in a good pattern, but it's going to have a little bit of struggle here on the daily, about 36 cents, getting above that 200. But it needs to get above the 200. We got to regain that before we can really be bullish on it. But it's got a chance to do it. I just don't like that. I don't like that. That could drive us down lower to these lower targets. And that may be what propels us down to 25 or 22 or 21 cents. All right, my peeps, I'm going to go ahead and call this a night. Thank you guys for showing up. If you can.
For those of you out there that hit that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Get a little like for Elvis if you don't mind. And I just don't have a cool exit thing. What is this one? Do a little exit stream. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one. That didn't work. That button doesn't. Dude, we did that already, man. What's this one?
Launch.
I don't always.
We do that one all the time. I'll stick with this one.
Launch sequence activated.
Maybe we'll give Bitcoin a little bit of good luck this weekend.